When in the bumping stance, you have to have soft knees, and you must be on your toes. So your feet have to be shoulder width apart, and you must put your hands out like this, and this is one way to hold your hands. And by hitting the ball, you kind of just shrug your shoulders up, and that is how you bump the ball. So the do nots of bumping are, do not move your arms forward because you'll get less of a good hit with it. Also, try and stay within your triangle, so don't try and go like this, try and move your body and then hit it. And then another one is just don't go swinging around.
So one setting, you're gonna have your feet shoulder width apart, and you're gonna slightly bend your knees, which gives you more power. And then your hands are gonna form like a slight triangle. The three main fingers that are gonna be setting the ball or contacting the ball are these three right here. These are just kind of guiding fingers. They don't really do anything. And then you spring up, your legs also go up, and you're on your tippy toes. So for the do nots of setting, the first one is do not flick your wrist. So instead of doing this, people usually do this, and you should not do that because it makes you lose control of the ball. And then the second thing is make sure you have soft hands. A mistake many people make, they have really flat hands, so that's why you hear the really loud sound.
When serving a ball underhand, your feet have to be behind the white line. You want to hold the ball on your non-dominant hand. When you're serving, you want to step with your foot that the ball is on. Then, when you're going to hit, you're going to hit with the inside of your wrist and just hit up. The do nots of serving underhand is to not hit it with your forearm, like this, or throwing it up and hitting it.
Okay, so the next type of serve, which is more advanced, is the overhand serve. So you're going to start like the underhand serve with your non-dominant hand holding the ball. You're going to throw it up about an arm's length above your head. So you're going to want to hit it when it's right above your head where your hand can reach it, and you're going to want your hand in this position and hit it with your palm. So the don'ts for overhand hitting is a lot of people like to put their elbow out when in reality it should be back like this, and you don't want to flick your wrist like you do when you're hitting the ball. So the approach for a hit is usually you're going to step forward again with your non-dominant side, which is my left. Then you're going to take another small step with your right, and then your left again, and you're going to go down, bend your knees, bring your hands back, and then jump up ready to hit. Okay, so it'll be like a 1, 2, 3, up.
As seen here, the ball is passed and then set, and then the hitter hits the ball. This is called the fake set because the player has both of his hands up, which mimics the appearance of him setting. However, he only takes one hand and tips it over the net, which is typically unexpected.
You guys want to run it back? Minus.
Tipping is a good way to get the ball over the net in these circumstances, when the ball is way too close to the net or the player does not have time to make an approach. As seen here, shooting is basically just setting the ball. However, you're aiming for the deep corners of the court. This is very important and easy to score because the deep corners of the court are very hard to defend. When blocking a hit, you bend your knees slightly and then you jump up and press over the net. However, make sure you are careful that you don't touch the net because that can result in a loss of a point.
Go!
Communication is very important, especially when there is a serve coming or a hit coming, just because
there could be miscommunication and both people on the court might not get the ball. Therefore, if you call mine or me, then the ball is obligated for you and no one else will be in your way.
Hey, big applause for the